Hi, everyone.
Hi, my name's Quinn.
Hi, I'm Desmond.
And I'm Kathy.
And I'm Mom's son.
Yes, this is my son.
So am I. So we would like to thank Marty Sheedy and his foundation called Project Scissorgate
for all of the wonderful things that they've done and the pure joy they've given us throughout the years. Before we do that, Desmond's going to tell a little bit about Quinn and his conditions.
So my brother has prune belly syndrome and MMIHS, and he's been in the hospital a lot lately, but he's gotten better at not being in the hospital.
The first time that we met Marty was actually at Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor. Prior to that, he had sent his friend Drew, who they didn't really know each other at the time, out to meet Quinn and to give hope and joy to us during the holiday season. Marty then came shortly thereafter, and we got to spend a whole day with him and laughed and learned a lot about who he is and what his goals were for the future. As time progressed, Project Scissorgate and Marty have sent us to many Lions games, to a holiday event at Dave & Buster's, and ultimately helped us go to the New Jersey conference this past summer for prune belly syndrome. I'm sorry, the summer before that.
Yeah.
So tell them a little bit about what you guys liked about your trips and events.
I liked about the trip where we went on the subway car, because I've never been on the subway car before. I only been on trains, and that's really amazed me. So that really got me into awesomely cool. That's and that's.
And I really liked when we got to go to New York, because there was a lot of amazing history there and a lot of amazing shops.
Yeah.
With a lot of good food.
Yeah, and I also like it because we got to go to a museum. Actually, that was amazing.
We did. But I think the thing that both of my boys and my family has said about every event that we've been to with Marty is it gave us a time to connect with other families and learn from each other, laugh with each other, and create bonds that'll be forever. And it has changed our life and opened our worlds. When we were in New York, we were at the Imagine Mosaic for John Lennon, and I thought a lot about Marty that day, because to me, Marty embraces for us to imagine all the possibilities in life. So here's to you, Marty, and Project Scissorgate Foundation for bringing the families together, for loving us, for caring about us, and for making our lives all the better. We hope you have a great night, and
what now?
And we love you, Marty.
We love you, Marty.
And thank you for coming to visit me in the hospital.
Have a great time. Bye.
Hi, my name is Zach Purden, and this is my daughter Grace.
Hello.
Grace was born with a condition called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, or AMC for short. That means she had multiple stiff and crooked joints. She's affected in her finger joints, her wrists, her elbows, her shoulders, and her feet. Gracie's had over 9 surgeries. Her most recent was just a couple of months ago. Why don't you tell them what you had done?
I had a muscle in my back and they brought it over to my arm.
Yeah, let's see what you can do now. So now Gracie can lift her arm at her elbow joint, and that's something she couldn't do before at all. So we have a long way to go. We have a lot of therapy still, but we're super excited with the results. This surgery and all her previous surgeries were done at the Shriners Hospitals for Children. Not only do the Shriners Hospitals have some of the best doctors in the world, but they also have a lot of experience with children with arthrogryposis. So that's very important to us. Project Scissorgate Foundation has given us the opportunity to meet other families with arthrogryposis and a chance for Grace to meet other children affected with arthrogryposis. We're super excited about the Project Scissorgate Foundation's sponsorship of Gracie's registration to the annual Arthrogryposis Conference this summer. It will be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Gracie gets the opportunity to meet a bunch of new children with arthrogryposis, some of her old friends that she sees every year when she goes to conference, and hopefully we'll learn some more information from doctors and medical providers at conference. So we're very excited about that opportunity that we have through the Project Scissorgate Foundation to attend conference this year. We're also very excited about some of the future plans from Project Scissorgate Foundation. Not only are they going to continue to raise awareness, but also to promote research into the treatment of arthrogryposis and a scholarship program for children affected with arthrogryposis to attend college. So we're super excited and grateful for all the work being done by Marty Sheedy and the Project Scissorgate Foundation, and also the Shriners Hospital for Children. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Sean Mulligan, and I am a survivor of prune belly syndrome. I was asked by Marty to do this video, and I'm more than happy to help in getting this message out. I was born with prune belly syndrome, which is a rare disease that affects 1 in 40,000 people. For me, I was born with undecided testicles, an enlarged bladder, and a lack of abdominal wall and stomach muscles. On top of that, I was also born with only 1 kidney functioning. Because of the medical issues that I had at a young age, which was at about 3 weeks old, the doctors told my parents that I would not live very long, and then there would be no reason to name me because I wouldn't be around very long. Early on, I spent a lot of time in the hospital, and each time I was admitted, the doctors told my parents the same thing, that I would not live much longer. It led to my parents believing them enough that at about 2 years old, they bought a burial suit. And I eventually actually wore the suit when I was probably about 2 or 3 years old, and I wore it for Easter. Some of the procedures I've had done was a vesicostomy, which is basically a small opening in your stomach where they insert a tube to help relieve the basically urine, because it's relieving the pressure from the kidneys and the bladders to help the kidney last longer. I've also had 3 kidney transplants at 14, 18, and 26. In between the second and third transplant, I was on dialysis for 21 months. Luckily, 21 months was as long as it was, which was very long for me because it was very difficult to go through mentally and physically. But since then, things have been going very well. It's coming up on 14 years since the third transplant. I'm very lucky compared to some survivors. I've been very active my whole life. I've played every sport that's about possible, primarily hockey, even to the point where I've actually been able to play ice hockey for the high school I went to for 2 years. And then as I got older, I played in the men's league for a short period of time. And so my goals are to spread the message of prune belly syndrome. I'd love for someday for there to be TV commercials to help spread the word, because not enough people know about the disease. There are even people in the medical field who have no idea what it is. I met Marty over the summer at my first prune belly convention in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I've never met a person that was so happy and just so inspiring. He's a great motivational speaker. I was more than honored and excited to do this video for Marty. He's part of a group, Project Scissorgate Foundation, where they raise money to help people in need who have prune belly syndrome and arthrogryposis. They help with supplying medical supplies. They also help fund even things as simple as funds to help other survivors get to these conventions. They also help by getting these donations, by just helping these children have normal as possible everyday events, helping them go to sporting events, just these little things that we take for granted, well, I should say other people take for granted, that children who are suffering through this, that may not have the opportunity. His foundation that he's a part of is helping others who are very sick and very in great need. I know he helped a few families actually get to the New Jersey convention, which is great because then I had the opportunity to meet them. I'm in the process, I'm starting to write a book about my experiences in life with prune belly and how it affected me mentally and physically. I hope to finish the book. I've actually in the past tried to write a book and just for some reason I've not finished it. I've always kind of just deleted it and moved on. I'd really like to get that out there because not only is it going to help raise awareness, but it's also going to let these children know they're not alone. When I was born, doctors told us that there weren't that many patients out there, so I always felt alone as a child. I thought I was the only one. Now, because of Facebook, there's Prune Belly pages, so these children can know they're not the only ones, and that's my goal. Is I don't want any child to feel alone, because that's how I felt for so long. So when I went to this convention, it was the best thing in my life. Being able to talk to other people and share stories, the message has to get out, but we also need to let these children know that there's always someone there for them who have been through the exact same thing or very similar. So that's just a brief history. Again, Marty, thank you so much. I'm honored that you asked me to do this, and hopefully, the message can get through, and we can help as many people as we can. Thank you.
Okay, this one's for Gabby.
Hi, my name is Linda.
Hi, my name is Karina.
We live in Nebraska. Carly is 14 years old and she has arthrogryposis. Carly was diagnosed with that at birth. Prior to her birth, all I knew was that we could not see the base of her spine and she had club hands and club feet. When she was born, she had scoliosis so bad that it was affecting her lungs and they did not think she was going to live through the night.
But then God had a plan.
We met Marty at an AMC conference in Tallahassee, Florida last year, and I tell you, as soon as Carly saw him, she had to go and hug him. We met on Facebook through a support group, and then we met him in person at the conference. And what was wonderful about Marty was that he just treats us like any other person. He's warm, he's friendly, he's outgoing, and he's from Michigan too, where I'm originally from Michigan, so we like that, don't we? But Marty's foundation, Project Scissorgate Foundation, has been wonderful, phenomenal in getting the word out about arthrogryposis, and it's just great to see the word getting around more to parents who have newborns and not sure where to turn to or not sure what they're going to do. It gives them hope, and it has just allowed more people to learn about arthrogryposis and how it affects everybody differently. The great thing I think that was wonderful this year was that the foundation was able to send those affected with AMC to the conference with the registration fees paid, and for that we thank you so much, Marty, right? Yeah. So again, we can't say enough about Marty or the foundation. We love Marty, and we look forward to seeing him again this year at our conference. Anything else?
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands singing, how do you do?